I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. President Trump has sent letters to 7 more countries notifying them of new tariffs. Sakamagani reports they include the Philippines, Brunei, Moldova, Algeria, Libya, Iraq, and Sri Lanka.
None are major trading partners. The European Union is, and the president's been hammering it as unfair. Still, EU officials say they're not expecting him to send them a letter laying out tariff rates starting August 1st. European Commission spokesman Olaf Gill says the aim is to reach a trade deal before then.
Potentially even in the coming days.
As for the new tariff rates in the letters, the president was asked how he's coming up with them.
Formula based on common sense, based on deficits, based on how we've been treated over the years.
The president says he's heard few complaints and the tariffs are fair. Sagar Magani, Washington.
On Wall Street, stocks closed higher. The Dow added 217 points, or 0.5%. The S&P 500 rose 0.6%, and the Nasdaq 0.9%. NVIDIA became the first public company to top $4 trillion in value. Overseas, Ukrainian officials say Russia fired more than 700 drones at Ukraine overnight, topping any previous barrage. Russia has been trying to overwhelm Ukraine's air defenses with increasing numbers of decoy drones. In Gaza, hospital officials say Israeli airstrikes killed at least 40 Palestinians, including 10 from the same family who are all sheltering in a tent. The strikes came with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Washington to discuss a ceasefire hostage release deal. President Trump offered this update.
I think we have a chance this week or next week. Not definitely. There's nothing definite about war and Gaza.
And measles cases in the U.S. are at their highest level in 3 decades. This is AP News. The city workers' strike that had trash piling up on the streets of Philadelphia has finally been resolved.
Philadelphia has reached a deal with city workers to end an 8-day strike that closed libraries and halted residential trash pickup. Mayor Sherrell Parker and Municipal Union District Council 33 posted the strike is over on social media. The mayor wrote that the tentative deal, which must be ratified by union members, will gradually increase workers' pay by 14% by the end of the next 3 years. City worker Lashika Presley.
Every one of us love what we do, so we want to get back to work.
Philadelphia resident Rich Henkels says neighbors were steaming mad as the trash piled up in the July sun, with some organizing to have the trash privately hauled away.
I mean, bottom line is nobody wants trash sitting on their front stoop.
I'm Jennifer King.
And Major League Baseball is planning to use robot umpire technology for ball strike challenges in next week's All-Star game. There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Half a day, golfers. It's Hanmi's 40th anniversary, and you're invited to the 23rd Annual Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament on Saturday, July 26th at Lalaway Golf and Resort, West Course. Cash, cars, and other incredible prizes with our popular blackjack double payorio format, anyone can win. Only $130 or $110 if you register before July 11th. Awards luncheon and our awesome raffle at the course. And a portion of our proceeds will benefit the good work of the Commonwealth Cancer Association. So register today at Lau, and we'll see you on Saturday, July 26th. From your friends at Hanmi, building a stronger Commonwealth with you since 1985.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Okay, we'll still send a code 3.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name.
It's a brand new day in the Marianas. Coffee's hot and we're full of promise. So say it on the genie and feel the glow. We've got the stories you wanna know.
Good morning, Marianas. Holy cow, that seems really loud. Well, good morning, everybody. Holy smokes, it is Thursday. I don't know where this week went. I think I do. Maybe it went to the Pacific Mini Games. Maybe it went to totally the Pacific Mini Games because, I can't get over how amazing it was to see everything that happened. And how about the way they ended last night? Did you see the closing ceremonies? Did you see the women of the NMI take bronze in basketball? Oh my gosh, it was incredible. We're gonna go through, we're gonna show you that again today. That is gonna be something that we're gonna run through. But first, let's tell you a little bit about what's going on. First of all, look outside. It's bright. It's not full of rain. We're going to take that all day. 81 degrees outside right now. Gotta absolutely love it. Humidity is at 81 degrees right now. Ooh, what was that? How about that? Yeah, let's do that. 81 degrees outside, partly sunny skies, high near 87 today. With nice light wind out of the southeast. It's 7 to 9 miles per hour. Going to be just like this tonight, only without the brightness. Going to get down to about 77 degrees. Tomorrow, though, it's return of the rain. Yes, it is. It's going to be tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies, high near 87. And a 30% chance of rain. It's gonna rain tomorrow. Just get ready for it. So enjoy today while you can. If you're thinking, maybe I should call in. Yes, today's totally your day to call in and go enjoy it while we can. It's gonna be amazing. I bet you're gonna love it because I know I'm gonna love it. When I get out of here today, I'm gonna get out and have some fun and enjoy some of this. By the way, you might have noticed that we got a couple different commercials going on this morning. And one of them is Hand Me, because there's a big golf tournament that's coming up, and it's going to be on July 26th at Lau Bay. The Hotel Association of the Northern Marianas, the sweetest spelling Marianas in the world. They're having their big golf tournament, and right now, this Friday, the last day to get your early bird entry it runs out. It's $110 to get into this tournament. It's a great tournament. Oh, the prizes are through the roof. But if you want to get in, the cheapest rate you're going to get ends on Friday, $110. They got hole-in-one prizes. What are they? Ooh, I'm so glad you asked. There's a 2026 Kia Sportage from Joe 10 Motors on hole 13. 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz from Triple J. Can you believe that? That's going to be out there on hole 3. Toyota Tacoma 4x4 TRD. Are you kidding? From AK on hole number 17. And $5,000 in cash from Pacifica Insurance on hole number 7. That's if you get the hole-in-one. If you don't get a hole-in-one, well, you're going to be able to enjoy the tournament anyway. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of big sponsors out there. They got deluxe sponsors, MVA, Island Training Solutions. They got superior sponsors in Bridge Capital, Docomo Pacific, Whooshin Corporation. And then they've got VIP sponsors, IP&E, Shell, Marianas, First Hawaiian Bank, and a whole bunch more. The contributing HAMI member hotels are Aqua Resort Club, Century Hotel, Coral Ocean Point, Grand Rio Resort Saipan, Crown Plaza Resort Saipan, Kensington Hotel Saipan, Lau Lau Bay Golf and Resort, PIC Pacific Islands Club Saipan, Saipan World Resort, and Surfrider Resort Hotel. It's awesome. Now, what else is cool about this? It's a big fundraiser for the Commonwealth Cancer Association this year. That's the main benefactor for the tournament. Gotta love it. So by Friday, if you don't register by Friday, you're gonna be paying a lot more, but right now it's $110. Tomorrow's your last day to lock in your rate for that. Check this out. Tournament also includes the awards banquet after at Lau Lau Bay, and you know that's gonna be great. They're amazing. They're even gonna have a raffle for round trip tickets on Jeju Air from Saipan to Incheon. That's right. Go to Korea and have a blast on the tournament. Optional play, you can pay an extra $30, and that's going to increase massively. The tournament increases to $130 after Friday. So if you don't get in this Friday, you're going to be dropping down another $20. If you're not from the CNMI, meaning if you're not a CNMI resident, you're going to have to pay $180. And that includes the green fee, the banquet, and all that other stuff. There's all kinds of optional play, including accurate drive. You get that on hole number 1. The aggressive drive, that's number 12. And you can get that in the morning when you're doing traffic, too. Optional play also includes 4 chances nearest to the pinholes. And then it's going to be a blast. Showtime's at 6, go time's at 7. And they're opening for 144 paid registrants. Can you believe it? It's going to be a big tournament. It'll be a lot of fun, and you guys, this is your time to do it. It's going to be a big deal. Hey, good morning, Tamara. Good morning. Great to see you this morning once again. Juan Huckug, good morning to you, my friend. Vincent Huckug, V did it. Great to see you. Great to see you, man. Bruce Camacho, the man, the myth, the legend. Dude, we're going to see another great Camacho in studio today. Special Assistant Edward Camacho from the Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs. He's going to be joining us today at 8:30. So that's going to be pretty of us. DPL. Good morning, DPL. You know, of all the public lands, the Department of Public Lands is my favorite. True story. Who else is out there? Ann, great to see you this morning. I'm your one cat gif short of being your normal self, but I'll take with those emojis that you threw out there. Harley, what's up, my veteran brother? Great to see you guys out there. And Toba Castro, the tint man from Dan. That's true. Yeah, he might be retired, but still, he's retinted. That's what I'm thinking. What else is going on? You've heard some of our other stuff. Crime Stoppers, we got everything going on with Crime Stoppers now. And just to refresh your memory, if you're not familiar with Crime Stoppers, if you see some kind of a crime happening and you want to help pitch in to fight the bad guys, you call that number 234-7272. And if the information you submit leads to an arrest, you can get up to $1,000. No kidding. And you're like, oh yeah, but they're going to need my name. I'm going to get, nope. They don't. I'm serious. The way they get the cash to you, it's cash, dude. They don't write a check out to you. They give you cash, and they do it as like a drop, an anonymous thing, and they're not trying to find your identity. They're not trying to give it to the police. They're not trying to do any of that. You see bad guys doing bad stuff, you want to give them a tip, and it leads to an arrest, you can get up to $1,000. pretty cool. We love Crime Stoppers, and that's us. We're only working with people that we love, so we're really excited about that. What else is going on? Oh my God, I tell you what's going on. Ignacio de la Cruz is going on. What is up, Iggy Pop? Great to see you on the show this morning. Really, thanks for tuning in. And man, I'm looking forward to having our guest come in today because retired Lieutenant Colonel Camacho joining us. He used to be the commissioner for DPS, retired military. Excuse me, nothing to yawn at there. He's also Army, so that's for me. But he's running the office that is the liaison between the governor, our local government, and the military. And why is that a big deal right now? Because there's a massive exercise happening throughout the Pacific. It's called Resolute Force Pacific. They call it REFOR-PAC for short. And it started officially today. People are here already, but they officially started today. And they're all over the place throughout the Pacific. And it's part of the Air Force. It's their department level exercise, DLE series. I'm reading right now from PACAV, is what they call it, Pacific Air Forces, from their website. It says they're going to conduct the most comprehensive contingency response exercise, training military members to maintain readiness and execute missions under stress. The exercise will take place in multiple locations in the Pacific, including Hawaii, Guam, Japan, and international airspace. What they don't say is Saipan, Tinian, and Rota. Let's get them! No, we're gonna talk about them. There's gonna be all kinds of photos, videos, and all this other stuff from all the experiences that are, all the things that are gonna be happening out here. We've got some video already. It's not the exciting stuff. It's just going down and seeing what the setup looks like over there at the airport and the airport field, like where you normally go and see like everything happening by the field, but over by the closer to the side for the Red Cross, you're going to see a whole bunch of containers that are out there, not the regular tents and all that other stuff. And you know what else you're going to see? A lot of people out and about in Garapan. You're going to see people shopping and all this other stuff. And you're going to be like, man, where'd all these hollies come from? I don't even know them. Well, that's part of it. There's people from all over the world, and that's it. Ignacio says, will there be a day where the Air Force will display planes for the public? We're going to ask that question when our special assistant for the CBMA comes in here. He'll be in here in about a half an hour, and we'll be talking about that kind of stuff too. PJ, good morning. Half a day. Thanks for tuning in. Kyle, great to see you, man. Hey, and welcome back from Korea. I know that you've probably been back for a little while already, but I want to thank you for getting us that great video feed for our Little League All-Stars who were just doing a great job out there. It's a shame how it worked out with the tiebreaker rule, but it doesn't matter. Those kids did great. First time we got to compete in that kind of international competition in a long time, and it was so awesome to see it. It was great to see those boys play. I mean, they're not my kids, but it kind of, I could cheer for them like they were, and I absolutely loved it. My daughter got into baseball. My son's still all soccer, but man, if he was in, man, I would have been going on one of those trips for sure. No doubt about it, because I love that stuff. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit, that REFOR-PAC. And this is a multinational exercise, too. There's people from all over the place, and it's a big deal, excuse me, as people are preparing for it. U.S. Air Force working with Japan as well. The Japan Air Self-Defense Force folks are getting ready for it. I mean, it's a big deal. What is it for? Well, because we want to make sure that the bad guys know that we're ready in case they try to do bad stuff out here. So I'm down with that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Like the Miley Cyrus show. That is pretty cool. All right. It's a deep cut. That is totally a Vanessa Bayer Saturday Night Live reference. If you get it, that's awesome. If you don't, we'll be all right. All right, let's see. I got a bunch of messages popping up all over the place. I got to see this. Awesome. All right. Hey, oh man, I got good news. I don't want to announce that one though till for another couple of weeks. It's good news. New sponsor jumping on the show. Can't be more excited about that. But we're going to talk about it in about 2 weeks. we'll start breaking that down for you guys. But I'm pretty stoked, and you guys will be too. And it definitely involves good pizza. So I'm looking forward to baseball kicking back up again here locally now, so we can go and enjoy some of Saipan's best pizza. Where do you get? Fun fact or trivia: where's the best pizza in Saipan? And while you guys mull that over, let me go and check this out. Kyle's saying, yeah, they came out to play, gut-wrenching, but all well. They took it like champs. Yeah, because they're great kids, man. You guys did a great job raising those boys. And it says, happy to let our CNMI in on some of the Korea action. Yeah. Tobot says, just a warning to those guys here for training. The road in front of my house is very dangerous. Don't speed, especially when it rains or you'll be watching TV with someone. Oh, man. Well, maybe they could fix the road while they're here. Ignacio says, we welcome these visitors to our islands and welcome them to have a great time, but please don't add to the population and don't subtract it from the population. True story. That is awesome. That is great. Harley says, Godfathers. You're right. Tamara says it too. Godfather's new thin crust. Chef's kiss. Man, I'll tell you, I love it. I love Godfather's pizza. Last night, I went to Godfather's after we had the meeting at the VFW. I got to have a little hydration session with the comrades over at VFW after our little meeting last night. And then on the way back to the car, I'm like, I could walk in. And yeah, so I walk in. And I see all these folks, and it was just the coolest thing. Ended up having, I haven't had a quesadilla like this. I don't even remember the last time I had something like it. It was friggin' amazing. I had just one little slice of this big quesadilla. And my gosh, and I've been thinking about it ever since last night. And a couple of those tater tots too, man. Not gonna lie. Ever since I was a little kid, tater tots, man. Yeah, tater tots. So, but that chicken quesadilla, man, dude, that was it last night. I don't know if I was just especially hungry or if that just has just a banging taste. I think it just means I have to go back and try it again. Maybe that's a lunchtime deal today because I could think of worse ways to go and do lunch. So that chicken quesadilla, calling my name, Scotty D. I got to get over there and check that out. What else? Who else did I see? Anna Lee Villagomez. Got to see her last night. She's going to be hooking me up and helping me out with my spondylus. My banging spondylus that I got from Hagen, the end of it, the little fastener shell at the end, came untied. And I tried to tie it again. I could not do it. And then I finally got it, and then I tried to hit it with a little heat to seal that fishing line. Just totally melted it, ruined it. I'm like, oh no. She's like, all right, I can help you. And so I've got my spondylus so that she can do it. And I'm so thankful. Wes Hoffa, if you don't follow her already, follow her on, you can find her here on Facebook. You can find her on Instagram. And she got really cool videos too and really cool content. But anyway, that's going down. Got to see her. Got to meet Jasper Moses last night. Like, I know a whole bunch of people in his family. I just met him. Retired Army Ranger, friggin' hua. Trade stories with him. Also, Rick San Nicholas and his wife last night, met them. They're only in town for a little bit, but it was really cool to meet these guys. And like instantly friends with them. And I mean, they're like, hey, we're going to go shoot some pool. You want to go? I'm like, oh. Yeah, like, the beer tastes so good last night. I could hang out. But no, I got to get up early and do all this stuff today. And VFW meeting, the actual VFW meeting is today. So if you're a vet and you're a member of the VFW, come on down. This is where we do the meeting, second Thursday of the month. If you're not and you are eligible and you're thinking about coming in and being a part of the VFW, fun fact, we need you. Come and join us, and we'll do a annual membership. You don't have to do the whole lifetime thing, although it's great if you do. We get you started with like an annual membership. It's going to cost you $35, and after that, you get to join us for the meetings and all that stuff. We'll get you hooked up so we could do more activities, and we need you if you served. We're having a good time. getting the band back together. A bunch of the guys from Project Buddy Check 670 coming in. And, man, we're working on some good things. We're going to do some fundraisers. We're going to have some activities in the community and then also at the post so we can have a little bit of fun, too. So, all right. That catches you up with at least that little bit. It's cool to hop in the old the news today and see what some of the stories that are out there. A lot of them are things that we already put out, but I want to get to something that's more exciting than just reading new stuff. I want to hit this stuff. These ladies last night from the 3x3, it's the 3 versus 3 basketball. And it's a different type of basketball. You know, when you think of basketball in the Olympics and all that other stuff, it's like NBA stuff, or there's the international rules, but still you go back and forth down the court and everything. You know, it's an exciting game, right? This 3v3 is more exciting because there's none of that mid-court stuff. It's all possession, passing, quick looks, quick reflexes, quick transitions. Because if you are like attacking a basket, if you lose the ball, the other team, they just got to bring it out to the 3-point line, turn around, and then come back. The other thing is the scoring's different. Every basket is 1 point. If you get out to that 3-point line that they have like regular basketball, it's actually a 2-point shot. Now, if you get into foul trouble, it's even more important because each free throw is still one basket. So it's almost like a full possession. So imagine go through the free throw in a regular basketball game and each one was 2 points, right? That's kind of the equivalent of what it is here. So anyway, our ladies going against people way bigger and man, they won the bronze last night. I'm looking to see if I can find an edited clip of the whole thing, so we're not watching like 10 minutes of it. Let me just see if this is the one. Yeah, okay, it's 3 minutes. We're just gonna watch this because it was awesome, guys. And when you see it, you're gonna agree. Let me get it on the share screen so you guys can see it too. And it starts. It's gonna be the fastest 3-minute watch that you've had. While we get ready, you'll hear it before you see it. Maybe one day. It's coming. Driving back low. Oh, nice moves. Coming back up again. Oh, off the rim. Not going to fall that time, but PNG gets the possession back. And now they've got it wide open, too. Boom. Splashed it. PNG up by 2 now with a minute left. A minute 5. And am I just going for 2 now? Oh, and we answer with 2. It's a 2-point ball game. And PNG has it. And they lose possession. Well, they lost it, but they're going to retain possession. It's still going to be PNG ball. 57 seconds left. 2 points. The first team to score 2 wins. They're going to have to wipe up the floor over there. This is as good as it gets. All right, here we go. It's all coming down to this. Someone sinks a 2, it's over. PNG, pump fake, going up for 1. Off the glass, not even close. NMI is going to get the ball. They bring it outside the glass. Look at that defense, stifling. But we get the ball back. Oh, great passing. There it is. We're going for 2. Oh, got a foul, though. And in the act of shooting, is that going to be a 2-shot foul? Yes, it is. NMI can win the game if we sink these 2 shots right here. Can you handle this, Marianas? Because that's what's going on. 19-19. Sink of both. We go home with the bronze. And these are the last sporting events of the games. All kinds of athletes here from all kinds of sports to watch this. And they make the first one. They can smell it. They can feel it. Victory is within grasp. And they sink again, and that's the ball game. And the NMI gets the bronze medal. 3-on-3. NMI. They were down 4. They were down 5. They came back and they win the game. They bring home the bronze. Holy cow, these ladies got fight in them. My goodness, NMI, my goodness. You got to give them some love. Look at the smiles on those faces. They made it happen. They believed in each other. Look at that. Way to go, ladies. Way to go. The women of the Northern Mariana Islands are going home with the bronze medal. Yeah, oh my gosh. Wow, just wow, watching that whole thing happen in real time and trying to keep up with it. And that's the other thing too. In that game, you're going against two things. Well, you got your opponent, right? And then at the end of time, you only play 10 minutes. 10 minutes stop time. It's not like 3 10-minute quarter or 4 10-minute quarters or any of that stuff. It's just 10 minutes straight up because there's so much action. And you've only got 3 players, and then you've got a 4th that you could sub in and out. And so it's how many points can you score during the time allotted, right? Yeah, but it's also 1st to 21. So if you get 21 before the time runs out, that's it. So there's so much drama in this kind of basketball. It is so great. I don't know if we are going to have a league here, but if we have one of those leagues here, it would be fire to watch because the games go by so quick. They're really fast. And the action is just so intense. Man, I just don't know, like, how can you keep up that level of intensity throughout, like, a whole season? I think you almost have to have it limited to a tournament. But it's incredible to watch. And our ladies were great. And they're forced to pass quick. They're forced to make fast decisions. The shot clock is half of what it normally is because you're not bringing it all the way up the floor. So this game is so exciting. And to see our ladies out there and bring home that bronze medal, man, it was outstanding. It was great to watch. Absolutely loved it. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. One of the cool things about being the Godfathers last night was that folks were like, man, it must have been so cool to be in Palau. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't there. They're like, what? No. I wasn't there. Earlier in the day, when I was at Fresh Factory, they're like, oh, man, when did you get back? I'm like, I didn't go. What? I mean, how? I'm like, dude, it's the future. We live in the future where we're able to do that kind of stuff here. And I loved it. It was awesome, and we were able to do it. And I look forward to, normally we do that stuff here, but we got to do it from there, and that was outstanding. It was just so cool to be a part of that whole thing. It's an experience I'll never forget. No doubt about it. Hold on, let me go through. I just want to see if we have this available. I got some videos and stuff like that from the run from last night that I got to put together. And it won't take as long, but I'm not going to be able to put that together today. But some of the stuff, I just want to see if it uploaded. No, it didn't. All right. So, not yet. It's too slow. And yesterday was that rollout 5K from the Commonwealth Office of Transit Authority with Run Saipan. And a couple of familiar names. What was the coolest thing is that the CNMI's record holder, new record holder for the 10,000 meters in athletics is Victor Nash Santos, right? So he was that 17-year-old kid who had never run the 10,000 meters before, and he set the NMI record. Like a 31-year-old record, he set it. Amazing, right? So he's back. He just got back from the mini games like 2 days ago. And so last night he ran that 5K, and he crushed it. He won the 5K last night after coming back from Palau and doing all that stuff. Just incredible. In fact, the guy who came in second place, he's like, I had hopes of winning, and then I saw that guy sign up. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. But he still went for it, but that was it. And in first place on the women's side, Tammy Ackerman. She grew up here, and she left, and then she's back visiting for a little while. It was so great to see her. Friends with her, and then her brother. He was when he went to school here, he ended up doing our triathlon stuff and everything, and then he ended up going off to Norwich University, and then while he was out there, he's in the military now. He's in the Army, and was out in Korea for a while. Now he's in Oklahoma, but I hear he's going back to Korea, so he'll be in this part of the world. You know, the saddest thing though about yesterday was that I found out that their dad passed away last year, and I didn't know it. I was so bummed out. That's kind of the cheesiest way to put it. I was really saddened, is the truth, when I found out that he passed away like a year ago, and I hadn't heard about it. I don't know if you guys knew Paul Ackerman, but he was an interesting cat. Let's put it that way. I think he loved that description too. But he was always a really nice guy to me. He always had a real interesting conversation whenever I'd bump into him. But when I had my little fun with CUC like 10 years ago, he was one of the folks who came up to me and to say, hey, good job, kiddo, and all that kind of stuff. And but I still he gave me this little a note and a little gift and all that stuff. That was all about like, hey man, you're a part of this thing now. This is it. So welcome to the club. And it was pretty cool. So I was gonna tell you, without trying to be all sappy and stuff, I definitely got choked up pretty hard when I heard about it last night, because it happened a year ago, but I didn't know about it. And it's sad because I used to like seeing him around. Yeah, you guys probably saw him around in Saipan, even if you never got to meet him. He would wear this old school like fedora hat, and he'd have those glasses, got a scraggly mustache. He'd drive a silver Mustang, and just always a good conversation. When you meet, there are some folks in Saipan that are interesting, and some people who are just really great with conversation. He was a little of both, and I'm gonna miss not seeing him. Well, how are you gonna miss him? You haven't seen him in a year. You didn't. I know, but Saipan's one of those places where you don't have to see everybody all the time and still have a good relationship with them. I prayed for him when I heard about it, and the family, and my gosh, man, it was a bummer to hear about it. But I'll tell you what's not going to be a bummer, when we have our Colonel Edward Camacho coming in here in about 15 minutes. He'll be in here with us. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a real quick break, and we're going to get you the headlines from the Associated Press, and then we're going to start talking about Re4 Pack, this big exercise, the biggest one that's ever been the Saipan for sure, and the biggest one that's been in the region. And we've had some doozies, right? But this one is really big, and there's going to be folks here from all over. And if you think about it, like it's going to be a real big economic boost for us. But it's not the cure-all for everything. But at least it's something for right now. All right, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we got the news headlines, and then we'll have our special guests coming in. We'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical-grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician, who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. The death toll from the flooding in the Texas Hill Country is now at least 118. Hi, Panjwani has the latest.
As the search continues for the missing, officials are trying to balance the mental health of first responders while accomplishing a gruesome task. At a news conference Tuesday, Lieutenant Colonel Ben Baker says his team is making sure first responders and officers have the support they need as they continue their search.
We process it the best we can. We have professionals in place, our crisis intervention team. All the agencies have some members representing there.
Officials are also trying to address concerns about alert systems and why more preparations weren't made ahead of the flooding. Kerr County Sheriff Larry Letha.
Those questions are going to be answered. I believe those questions need to be answered to the family of the missed loved ones, to the public, to the people that put me in this office. Those need to be. And I want that answer, and we're going to get that answer.
I'm Haya Panjwani.
President Trump's notifying more countries of tariff hikes, the latest Brazil, with import taxes of 50%. In this case, the president's tying his decision to what he calls a witch hunt of Brazil's former president. Jair Bolsonaro has been charged with trying to overturn his 2022 election loss. Trump says the trial should end immediately. President Biden's White House physician is refusing to answer questions in a House Republican investigation of Biden's mental fitness and health while in office. Sakar Magani has details.
His lawyers say Dr. Kevin O'Connor asserted both physician-patient privilege and the Fifth Amendment in not answering questions from House Oversight Committee members. Panel Republicans are conducting a sweeping investigation into Biden's actions while in the White House, including whether his use of an auto pen may have been invalid. The ex-president has strongly denied he was not in a right state of mind at any point while serving, saying those allegations are ridiculous and false. Sagar Magani, Washington.
This is AP News. Seth Sutel now with the AP Markets Report.
A rally in big tech stocks pushed Wall Street higher, lifting the NASDAQ composite to another record. The S&P 500 rose 0.6%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average added 217 points. It's about 0.5%. The NASDAQ composite rose 0.9%. NVIDIA became the first public company to top $4 trillion in value. Copper prices eased after spiking a day earlier. That came after President Donald Trump said he would impose 50% tariffs on copper imports. Treasury yields moved lower in the bond market. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note fell to 4.34%. Seth Sutel, New York.
And a change at X. CEO Linda Yaccarino stepping down after 2 years running Elon Musk's social media platform. In a departing post, she writes the best is yet to come as X enters a new chapter with the artificial intelligence company xAI, maker of the chatbot Grok. And there's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Hey golfers, it's Tony. Just wanted to let you know that this year's Handmade Charity Classic Golf Tournament will be on Saturday, July 26 at Lolo West. Hole number 13, it's either a hole-in-one or a 6. Sorry guys. If you haven't registered yet, it's only $110 through July 11 plus $30 optional play. That's pretty good, huh? I may be retired, but we're never too tired for golf. Oh, and thank you to all our sponsors. This year, we're supporting the Commonwealth Cancer Association. We appreciate you guys. So, don't miss the Handmade Tournament on July 26. Iwe, balesta later.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back. It is 8:21 in the morning, and you're all caught up with your news and your weather. Do you know about your weather? Because it's a great day today. It is amazing. Right now, we are looking at a beautiful day. It's 83 degrees outside, partly cloudy, partly sunny. Which one is it? I don't know. It says partly cloudy right now, but we're looking at partly sunny skies throughout the day today. High near 87, winds out of the southeast. Nice and light, 7 to 9 miles per hour throughout the day. And tonight's going to be the same thing, just darker. But tomorrow, the rain is coming back, and it is coming back. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high near 87. Wind's going to pick up, and we got a 30% chance of rain. It's going to rain tomorrow. Fun fact, it's happening. And that's it. Hopefully, we'll be able to get our traveling man, back at it. In fact, let's message him real quick, Landon. So the thing is that I got mini games. Yeah, that's a thing now. And so we missed him on the weather and the travel thing because he sent us all kinds of cool stuff. Good morning from Saipan. And normally he's an every week thing, and we didn't get him last week. Totally because we were doing minigame stuff the whole time, like literally. Whether we were doing the live coverage or we were getting stuff ready for it. And then the Asia Pacific, like everything. Asia Pacific wasn't last week, but there was just so much going on. We totally missed him. And he sent us cool photos and videos of where he was. And I'm looking at him right now, and they're pretty cool. I'm just waiting to see if he's up and at him on the other side. The time difference where he was. Oh, there he is. Let's see. Let's see if we're gonna be able to get him. He's typing back already. Oh, nice. Where is that? Oh man. Oh. Anyway, so let me see where he's at. I got to Google this real quick. And then I'm going to show you a couple of photos. This wild stuff. I didn't know that's super cool. It's the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. That's cool. I did not know that's the cool thing. Anyway, let's see. We pull this up on the screen and show you some of these cool photos that we got here. Pow, pow. Yeah, these are some cool Landon photos here. If we can't get them on here. Oh, get out of here, screen. That's supposed to be it. Which one is this? There we go. There we go. Hold on. Oh, no way. So he's going through the airport right now. We're not going to be able to get him on at the moment, especially not going through there. He's making his way back to this part of the world. But here, we can show you this. This is where he was. And give you a couple other views of this building. I mean, is that not wild? Is that what he's going to be building with these blocks? Hold on. Just incredible architecture from Landon, our weather guy. Anyway, he's making his way back to this part of the world. He's got a couple of stops along the way. He just got in from Bali. Oh my gosh. And it's a different NAIA. He's going through Manila. The airport. Oh, Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Yep. Tobot says he went to get his cat coffee. If you guys didn't see that episode, do we call these episodes? If you didn't see that show, that's when he was in, where was he at that point? Do you remember? Oh, no, that's not our guest. But that's when we had the, he had a random cat on a random street. And it was just really, really cool that he's making friends while he's out and about. Anyway, so let's get to it. I'm really just kind of tap dancing because we're just a couple of minutes before we have our guest pop in here. And we can hit up some of our things. We just got some new info, by the way, press release stuff that came in from the hospital. Ooh, this is one of these public awareness things from the folks over at CHEC. We're going to be posting it here today, so let me pull this up, though, so you guys can see it while we're at it. Oh, and we got other things going on, by the way. You know that you've heard about that Bob Marley, or not Bob Marley, but the Wailers concert that's coming? Looks like we're going to be able to give away some free tickets. Not today, but we're going to be able to give away some free tickets. Laura, our awesome intern, reached out and said, hey, what do you think? We should do something together. What do you guys think? And they said, you know what, Laura? I think you got a good idea. So that's what's happening. We're going to be doing a little joint promotion with those guys to help get the word out about what they're doing, about the big concert and everything. And we're going to be able to give you guys some tickets, or at least a chance to win some tickets. Is that something you guys are interested in? Are you guys interested in getting some tickets, like free tickets for this banging concert that's happening next Friday? Because I think it's pretty cool. And I love the idea of getting you guys cool stuff. Hell, got it. All right. Anyway, I'm watching my... Here's the thing from CHE, by the way. This is the thing that we were just talking about. One sec. Let me pull up the old share screen so you guys can see it. And I'm making this a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, so it's a press release just came out from your favorite folks at the hospital, the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. CHCC, the extra C is a mystery to me. So this is it. Stay safe in this rainy season. Prevent mosquito-borne illness in the CNMI. Apparently, a lot of mosquitoes in the CNMI. You get bit a lot? I do. So it says during the rainy season, there's an increased risk of mosquito-borne illnesses due to the large amount of standing water that provides breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Only it's a little like... to protect you and your family, it's important to eliminate potential breeding sites around your home. Use insect repellent, wear protective clothing, and seek medical attention if you're experiencing symptoms like fever, rash, or body pain. That sounds like me every single day. I'm not going to the hospital just for that. Hey, good morning, Fabian. Good to see you, brother. Oh, my gosh. Hey, I thought this is the tough week that we're just getting out of. But I think we're overdue for some coffee now and a healthy breakfast. Oh, here he comes. Nope, different guy. All right. So eliminate breeding sites. Regularly check for and remove any standing. Oh, it is. There we go. Hey, you're here. You found it. What's that?
I'm sorry late.
You are. It just came in. It's like air assault mission. If you guys heard that helicopter coming in, he's descending. All right, I think we got the location over here in Oleai. We just got it spotted, identified. Let's go down, throw down a flare and see if we can't pull it in. All right. Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, guys, sit tight. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run a commercial real quick to get Colonel all set up over here, and we'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Hey guys, this is Boss Alvarez over at Joe 10 Motors. Hey, we've got some special for this year's Hand Me Charity Golf Classic on July 26th. A glimpse into the future with that's right, a 2026 Kia Sportage as a hole-in-one prize on hole 13. Powerful, rugged, and refreshed with the latest tech and all-wheel drive. The Sportage is perfect for everyday CNMI adventures. So get registered, practice that swing, and win.
That's right. Try your luck and register today at Lau Golf and Resort for the 23rd annual Hand Me Charity Classic Golf Tournament. With our popular blackjack double Peoria format, anyone can win. Only $130 or $110 if you register by July 11th. Awards luncheon and our always awesome raffle after the game at the course. And a portion of our proceeds will benefit the Commonwealth Cancer Association. The Hand Me Charity Classic Golf Tournament on July 26th. From your friends at Hand Me, building a stronger Commonwealth with you since 1985.
All right, welcome back, CNMI. It is 8:34 in the morning here on Thursday. This week just flew right by. And speaking of things flying right by, there's a big exercise that's happening out here in the Marianas that is going to be catching a lot of people's eyes and ears and all that stuff. It is a Refor Pack. It's going to be like one of the biggest things that we've ever had going on here with the military, and it's a good time to bring in someone who knows a thing or two about the military. We've got the special assistant for the Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs, retired. Did you retire as lieutenant colonel or colonel?
Just a lieutenant colonel.
Just a lieutenant colonel. Yeah,
lieutenant colonel.
Yeah. No,
we get to do a lot of work.
And Colonel Camacho, Special Assistant Camacho, great to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me, Brad. Perfect timing to come up to this kind of event and the session. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, it's great. I know we're going to talk about the exercise and all that, but let's get the audience caught up, because in case we got some folks who don't know you or haven't gotten to know you, over the years and all that stuff. Like, I still remember when I first got here, I met you when I was doing sports with the Tribune, and you were the commissioner for DPS.
Back then, it was the fun times also.
Yeah.
And great times trying to do all kinds of things with our police officers, firefighters, correction officers. The Bureau of Motor Vehicles at the time also were all under that Department of Public Safety. Great times, great people back then, and they're even greater now. Even greater now, and they're still continuing to, keep up the logo that we came out with, America's best and CNMI's favorite.
I love it. Well, I remember specifically, like, you had a real dedication and commitment to the physical fitness of the guys.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember seeing you guys do the triathlon over here,
right.
doing the swim, the bike, and run right over there on the pathway. And I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing. And then all these years later, I end up working with your son, a great guy.
You work with my son, Winfred. Wow.
Yes.
Pretty good. Awesome.
Over at Triple J. Great guy.
He's making more money than I am now.
Well, and it's got to be a cool thing as a dad to know that you raised such a good son. And
I am proud of him. Very proud. And I'm very proud of my grandson, too. He just joined the Air Force.
No kidding.
Yeah, so Kobe Jordan McPheeters Camacho just joined the Air Force, and he's holding the torch up high there and leading the way right now in the Air Force.
So let me ask you, I've already told my kids, I'm like, if you guys join the service, Air Force is the way to go. You'll have it way easier than I did. Yeah, it'll be way easier than I had it when I was in the Army. Was there any of that kind of guidance that your Kobe
No,
got?
I actually wondered where I went wrong with the Army. No, it's all good. I love whatever choice in life my kids did, my grandkids would do. That's on them, and I'm in full support of their decision.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we were lucky enough to have you move back to Saipan.
I'm lucky to be back here. Yeah, I love this place. I was born and raised, and I went to all the way from Head Start through 9th grade, Hopwood Junior High School when I graduated from 9th grade, and then I decided to just give myself a little bit more challenge, and I told my mom I need something. My brain is still way empty back then, right? So I'm like, you need to fill it up quickly, and worked a little bit, earned enough money to pay my first pair of jeans, and a couple of shirts and a suitcase, and went to Guam.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was life back then, but it was all good, all worth it, I think. And I'm back.
Well, it's great to have you back, sir, and I think for this office too, it's a perfect fit for you. I mean, you spent the whole career in the military, and now you're the liaison between the military and the CNMI government. And how does that position work for you?
So the position is perfect for me also, right? Because not just my background in the military, but I've worked in the civilian capacity. So balancing it out, just like hand in glove, and the glove fit, My background in the military obviously helped me out a lot, especially speaking the same language with our DoD partners, and conveying the messages that from the community to the Department of Defense, and then from the Department of Defense to our community. It works both ways. So it's the reciprocities and the communication. I believe at my level at least, it's working. It's working, and we still got more work to do, but we're getting there. We still got a lot of challenges, obviously. With all kinds of things, people seeing things differently. We got to weigh all that and make sure that we're balancing everything out, because we got to do the right things right up front. It may take time, but time is good. Time is good, and the way we're dealing with this is that we're listening to everybody. We're going out there with our statement studies, asking for comments online, in person, in writing, send it in like ICE. That you have an information comment evaluation, right, or an event comment evaluation. When I say ICE, I didn't mean the Immigration and Customs Enforcement stuff. I'm talking about all kinds of evaluations of the events that are going on, and then you're given the opportunity to write that up or vocally express it. And no matter how much time we give to our community to do that, it's never going to be enough. It's never going to. I think by law, we're only supposed to give them out like 45 days to make the comments. But, you know, sometimes 45 days you can't even log on to the system, right? Because it's just frustrating. Or you take 45 days to read the whole document to even make a smart comment on it. So, yeah, that's up in the air right now. We're still thinking about maybe, or maybe not, depending on, you know, the urgency of and the time that folks can actually submit their comments. But trying to add another 45 days on top of the 75 days that's already been given, it's going to be difficult for some folks to consume, especially the ones that are making decisions that are, and policymakers over there in the Washington, D.C. area. But if we can convince them, maybe our people will also start feeling a lot better that we are listening and we're spending time listening. Yeah, I mean, we're given 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we could listen twice as much as we speak. So with that said, I'm going to shut up.
Well, no, it's a good point. I had it for a smaller amount of time with DoD being like a public affairs here. That, you know, seeing how a lot of these things work.
Thank you for doing that. I heard that was really very, very helpful conveying the messages out. Thank you for having spent time to do that.
No, yeah. Well, it was a great opportunity, and so. But I enjoyed it because it brought me close enough to the military to remember like what it was like, and then, you know, see all the folks and see like the respect, the ranks, you know, the way everything works too, and then balance that against, you know, what I learned about like people from here, you know, living here and knowing like what seems to work, what works for people, and what kind of approach works for people too. You can't come in like a steamroller and just say, well, this is how we're going to do it. Like, that's not going to fly here.
No, you know, a Raging Bull in a China store, right? You can't do that. Man, you mentioned something about thanks and an appreciation. I can't help it, but there's so much appreciation that I need to give a shout out to a lot of folks from all of our agencies out there that have been reading all these voluminous, I can't even say the word anymore, a lot of pages, multiple pages of impact study statements, environmental impact statements, right? And trying to write their own statements as regulatory agencies. They've been doing so much work, and I just want to give a shout out to all of them, BECQ, the biosecurity, customs folks, you name it, right? These folks, Fish and Wildlife, so all the folks that are out there, the regulatory agencies especially, that are getting impacted. The burden that our military footprint is imposing on our community, the health, the law enforcement, even some of the restaurants that, you know, would like to cater to them, but they don't have enough resources to kind of like cook enough food fast enough like that. They're doing all kinds of things to make things happen for our visitors coming out here to exercise, and some of them eventually will be coming back to live here on their own upon retirement because they love it. I mean, I keep hearing all kinds of positive things. And even my staff, man, I'm blessed to have a lot of great staff. Even the ones that are not in the CBMA office, they're going all out now. The finance folks, the folks up at the governor's office, you know, the lieutenant governor's office, even down to within the legislature, we have people. So my office, the CBMA, cannot operate without the fuel of all the other government agencies that are contributing to all this effort that we're experiencing. We're experiencing, I don't want to use the word transformation, but that's what it feels like. Right? When you have a lot of activities, a lot of movements happening, probably the first type of huge movement since World War II, you know, in this case, it's happening right now. And we may not be seeing all of it because they're happening way out there, right? So out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, but they are happening to our west, to our east, way above us, right? And then very little on our grounds, but we see that, we feel it. By reading the papers, watching the news online, we can see what's happening around the world, and that's the kind of stuff that's making our community members, or at least some of them, you know, cautious, be more cautious, be more given the opportunity, if you would, to be heard and understood, and that's what we want to try to do. So at least once a month, I would meet with our agencies that have stakes in the process of the military build-up in on Tinian, or the expansion of our airports, improvements of our airports or seaports throughout the Sinamai on each island. And all of these obviously is to increase the capabilities of our resources that we have, because if we don't harden our infrastructures, then we're just kind of like hanging out there and waiting for something to happen, and then it'll be too late. If you have the opportunity to build a concrete house, you build a concrete house because you never know when the typhoon's going to come and hit, right? So you got to be prepared. Yeah, you got to be prepared. Yeah. I see a thatched roof over there, and that reminded me of that. Like, well, man, next typhoon, I don't know if that thing's going to be there.
Yeah. Well, and these guys have been here, like when we've gotten hit, and helped out with our recovery. And we were really fortunate. 2018, the one that before you two. Well, in 2018, about 3 weeks before you two hit, there was another one, and I can't remember the name of it, but it got Guam a little bit, but it really got Rota and Tinian. And we had a lot of assets in the area because there was a big exercise that was supposed to happen.
Ah, yeah.
And so, like, a whole Marine Expeditionary Unit was out in our waters. Yeah. So we got the Ospreys came in, picked us up, and went out, overflew Tinian, went down the Rota, checked everything out. Yeah. And so a lot of those assets just happened to be in the area.
Wow.
And then, so it was cool. But then 3 weeks later, we got hit with the bigger one, right? And next thing you know, we could have used all those guys then. Again, that was in the area. Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah. Well, you mentioned that's what we call the DSCA, Defense Support of Civil Authorities. So they would be coming in to provide those kinds of services, because obviously it's for humanitarian needs, right? All the basic life support needs. So they'll come in because they're very capable of doing that. But they're really not the first agency to do it. FEMA should be the first one. But if they're already right there, and then the commander gives a green light, they'll make it happen and provide all the support they can. So it's a good thing to have in the system. The military is very capable of moving things, logistics stuff, right? And they can handle that. And I'm so blessed, honestly, to be able to have that opportunity to kind of like contribute a little bit, and pushing some of those resources out wherever I was at the time. And I felt good from a distance, if you would, right? Making sure that things are actually happening. And I was never here physically, but knowing what the needs were, where I was from, I was like, push it, push it, push it. And then we came up with the idea that you just can't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, if all your resources are on Guam ready to respond to a disaster on Saipan, but then the storm hits Guam and all those resources are gone, so our proposals back then is to make sure that we have resources on each island. So that if Rota gets hit and Guam is spared, then Guam can help Rota. If Guam gets hit and Rota gets spared, Rota can help Guam. So that's the kind of thinking that we were developing back then, and I think it's happening. I think I see warehouses being opened up to have all those kinds of resources put in there, and if they're not there yet, they will be coming. They will be coming.
So we've got, this exercise is just the biggest one that's coming out, and I know we're going to have, but it's only for like a month, and so when that's done, most of it goes away, but the stuff's going to continue over on Tinian with the Divert project. You've got the rehabbing Northfield, and they're looking at using the MLA. You'll hear the people hear that a lot, the military lease area, and doing all that. So, like you said, it gets people more cautious, or maybe like a little more, I don't know, apprehensive being the right word, or cautious about like not wanting to jump in with both feet, but like, hey, there's a lot more military here now. Is this a good thing for us or not a good thing?
Yeah, historically, when we first signed the covenant, two-thirds of the island of Tinian was supposed to be leased out to the military so that they can actually help develop it. So, and that was one source of an economic growth that was supposed to happen back then, right? But it never happened. The Cold War ended. Okay. So the Cold War ended, it never happened, and then we leased it back, or we actually compensated so much, gave so much money back, and even opened it up for the cattle ranchers. All right. And then they took advantage of that opportunity. But now that there's another need for the area and we're developing it, all of a sudden the concerns start coming up that were never there before. So, but we got to listen to that. We got to listen to that because, I mean, bottom line, it's in our backyard, right? On our lands, and there are cultural things that are going on those lands that we got to protect, historical things that we got to, preserve and promote. So instead of just preserving it, we got to promote it and make people aware that, yeah, this is where these things happen, and it's significant. It started 80 years of peace from this part of the world. And that's, as a matter of fact, 80 years of peace, we'll be celebrating that or commemorating that in August, first week of August. And that's going to be another big thing on Tinian.
Yeah, I saw that. August 6th is the big day. In fact, yesterday we had our meeting for the Armed Forces Committee for the Chamber of Commerce.
Nice.
And we have Lieutenant Justin Miller, who's out
Coast
here.
Guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And talk about what they've got planned and trying to get activities here and then transport from here to Tinian for that day as well, which would be pretty cool.
It's gonna be fun. Lots of fun. And a lot of folks are invited to come to that one. A lot of support obviously is pouring in to make that event happen. 80 years, it's not just like, a few years ago. It's like, and we still remember that because we still feel the peace, right? And that's an awesome thing. It's an awesome thing, stability.
I know that it's not universally loved, all the military stuff, right? I mean,
What's
like,
that?
Yeah, the just in general. Like I remember being in the service, and I thought just everything was peachy. Like everyone's gonna love us until you go off base, like right around the base. You got some businesses, and then it's like that's where I formed this little thing. Everyone loves the military unless it's in your town, and I'm like, oh man. So I could see like. I've had conversations with folks here. Some people, their decisions are made on some things that are happening here. Some are from things that they see elsewhere in the world and all that stuff. But I think the big part of your mission too, as a objective, looking at it from the outside, not being there with you, is being able to weigh the needs of everybody in the community and the thoughts of everybody in the community, not just the folks who like it, not just the folks who don't, but.
I cannot be biased. Though I was in uniform, I'm not anymore, but I feel like I still am. Every so often. I mean, the saying that once a soldier, always a soldier. Well, it applied with the Marine. Think it started out with the Marines, right? Once a Marine, always a Marine. Yeah. And then now what we call ourselves is soldiers for life. So soldiers for life, whether you retire, you got out, you discharged, and you completed your obligation, retired or not. You are a soldier for life because you continue to tell your stories about as a soldier, you continue to promote the profession, you continue to do all those kinds of great and wonderful things when you tell your stories and inspire others to do likewise, do the right thing. Now, the military has gone through a huge transformation. Not back in the days where, you could just do all the kinds of things that would be done and the eyes will be closed and never happen. But in today's, someone's always looking, right? Today's activity, someone's always looking. So our military have become very professional now. They don't do all the kinds of craziness that they used to do back then and just get away with it, right? So now more communities are actually welcoming military, not just for the economic advantage, but because they also learn from them. What do you call that? The mutual benefits that they provide. So if you build something and it's good for the base, for example, we don't have a base, we're not building a base around here, but it's good for the base, you gotta be able to start looking at that and consider building that also outside, so it'd be just as good for the community, right? When typhoons happen and you close your gates because you got something good in the gate, but you don't want anybody else to come in, even the ones that have earned those privileges, like the commissary, the PX, you cannot just do that, right? Because they earn all that. They spent a lot of their lives, defending that kind of stuff. So you just can't close your gates. Yeah, and we don't want to do that. Yeah.
Now, Well, I could talk to you forever about.
I know,
stuff.
and I can go down the list and thank everybody I want to thank, and it'll take us all day because I got a lot of people to thank. Yeah, my staff especially, man, I'm blessed to have them. But we were supposed to talk about Reef4 Pack.
Yeah,
we can get right into it.
Okay,
yeah, it's one of the largest exercises happening right now, and Reef4 Pack is actually Resolute Force. I want to say forces specific, right? And it's the largest Air Force exercise in this part of the world. There are about 30 locations throughout this region that will be experiencing the same kind of stuff we're experiencing, even though we're just a small footprint of that whole event. About 300 aircrafts.
Wow.
Right, working with our sister services that are, will be and partner nations for that matter. So I met a British yesterday, British officer, a nice guy. So he's already on board and he's helping us. So what we're trying to do there is make sure that we are practicing interoperability, right? When we're communicating, we're maneuvering, whatever, that we can work together and be able to kind of like do the 4Ds, detect, deter, defend, defeat kind of stuff, way out there. Not here, but way out there. So that's the kind of stuff going on. Obviously, in our region, Anderson Air Force Base on Guam, Saipan, Tinian, and Rota will experience a little bit of each of those exercises. Yeah, and it's going to go on through end of the month and maybe first week of August, and whatever we have the remnants of the equipment and personnel to make sure that all those get redeployed back to where they came from are safe. So until the last man returns, right? Yeah.
And it's big. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of equipment, a lot of assets in the area and everything. So there's so much happening for this exercise. But it's interesting is that it's not just like pop-up tents that they did like last time we had out here for like Valiant Shield and all that.
Yeah.
This is
okay. So we, when I say we, it's really the Department of Defense, right, pumping in a lot of money into this. So our airmen are going to be living in the hotel rooms, so they're not popping up tents to live in there like the Marines love to do and the soldiers, Army folks love to do, right? So these guys are well taken care of, and they're going to be eating at our restaurants. And there'll be, I think our car rentals are all maxed out already.
Wow.
Right? My brother came in yesterday. I had to call my other brother. Hey, can you give me a ride, man? No, there's no more cars available. So that's how it is happening, and we'll experience a little bit more traffic. I mean, when you have 500 folks on the ground, obviously there'll be a lot of folks walking on the streets of Garapan again, right? Looking for a place to eat, pool table to play, and darts to toss. So, those are the kinds of things that will be happening.
Well, it's good for the businesses for sure, and for the community to have a bunch of folks in here, and so that part's exciting. But these guys have a job to do too. I mean, there's still like a real legit mission that they're here for the training and all.
Not everybody, you can't have everybody working all at the same time, right? When you only have like 3 helicopters or 6 fighter jets, but you have this many pilots and this many air crews to work. So there'll be like shifts, obviously.
Sorry, I'm going in and checking some of the comments, by the way.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So one of them, I like, there's a couple of things. Here's one of the questions. Says, will there be a day where the Air Force will display their planes to the public?
Yes, perfect question. July 21st. So July 21st, and there'll be different times for different islands. So on each island on the 21st of July. So that's kind of like tentative right now. We want to make sure that all the trainings are like getting done, and then we're going to have some downtime for our airmen to be able to kind of like set up for those displays. So I want to call it Petajet.
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard my granddaughter, I believe my daughter, mentioned that, Petajet. I don't think this time we're going to allow folks to sit on the wings. That's a maintenance officer's nightmare right there, right? But what we are able to do is to have the kids Petajet. If the opportunity comes up, please go for it. And it's going to be on 21 July. And the timing, will start around maybe 10 in the morning to about 12 or 2, and then another time on Rota between, I think, 2 and 4 or 5, and then on Tinian as the sun goes down, and then the kids will be allowed an opportunity to pet a jet. Yeah.
It's really cool. We were able to get out there the last time they had it. And one of the kids who I used to cover when I was doing sports, now he's a pilot for one of those C-17s.
Oh my God.
So he came out here and was one of the pilots and got to go, and a bunch of family, friends, and stuff like that got to see him all grown up now and doing all that stuff.
Success.
It was really cool. So that's one question. Another one is, hold on, let me find it. So, can you ask the Lieutenant Colonel if we will have more frequent trainings out here from here on out?
Oh, well, it's inevitable as we focus towards this part of the world, with the kinds of things going on in Taiwan and, the South China Seas. The messaging, whenever we exercise out here, the messaging is being sent also to the potential foes that we might have out there. But yes, so periodic. Unfortunately, it's not like every month. Right now, it's almost like every year or every other year for bigger ones, Valiant Shield, Cope North, that kind of stuff. So they're named exercises, but the unnamed exercises, like I want to say maybe 40 to 100 Marines coming over to Tinian to qualify with their weapon systems, right? Their small arms, because that's all we can do on Tinian, small arms. That's not going to be a named exercise, obviously, because it's just a periodic requirements for them to qualify. And then, when we have thousands of Marines, we cannot put all of thousands of them on the island, so they have to shift. So in the future, once the ranges are complete, they'll be given priorities, right? Who is in the green cycle, if you would, to need to qualify, then they'll come in and qualify. And then another group will come in. And it's not just for the Marines. We're opening it up for the Army Reserve, the National Guard. Those are the folks that can actually come to train on our islands with whatever range capabilities they need to qualify on.
Well, one, I'm sure that some of the local guys here would love that.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure about that yet, right? But that will put the other business out. But what we want to do is make sure that at least the ones that are qualified, or every so often, we'll open it up to the community. And that, I don't think that's in writing right now, but I'm sure things will develop. I mean, what they say, you build it and they'll come, right? So, yeah, of course, the place is not going to be gated. The only time those places will be gated is when there's a live fire exercise going on. And then the red flags will go up, and security, the gate guards will be in place to make sure that, hey, you don't want to come in here at this time because we got some things going on right now. Come back after this time, and then they'll open the gates back up.
Which is great. I know we weren't going to talk about all that and get all into all that, so we can, because I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But if you want to come by another time too to talk about all that stuff, like I would love to have you come back.
Can we make this a periodic session?
Absolutely.
Because things are so dynamic right now. Things get updated every so often, and then what we can do is make sure that we provide the updates, right? I've been wanting to do a lot more of these, but man, I get yanked out left and right for all kinds of meetings. It's been happening lately, and but even if in my absence, any one of my staff should be able to come up and convey the messaging and put out the updated information. So they're very confident to be able to do that. I am very confident that they'll be able to do that too.
Well, that's great. I mean, with all the new things that are coming up, you got the same kind of questions, and as it changes, to let people know about all that stuff. I think that's a great opportunity. Let's see if anything else came in. Ignacio's like, hey, just don't make us into another Guam. I don't think that's what we're looking at.
There's never been an intent to do anything like that. We are a commonwealth, and we decided as a people to have, our political system be in line with the United States system of government, and our democracy works also. And like I said earlier, they're not coming in like a raging bull in a China store, right? And I don't know if that analogy still applies, or should. But no, We're not going to do anything to be the reason that the real estate prices go up. No, the military would never want to do that, right? If anything, if someone's going to stay here long term, they'll be renting houses and not building their own houses inside the gate, right? That's not going to happen here. That's never been in the writing. Now, this is what we're seeing now. I mean, 50, 40, maybe 100 years from now, I don't know what's going to happen, right? Both you and I probably be memories already by that time. But nothing is in writing right now that says that's going to happen. Right? I mean, we saw it. We saw it in Hawaii. We saw it in Guam and other places, right? So, and when we move forward with things of that nature, it's going to be better than what has happened everywhere else, right? But it's not we're not even getting there. I mean, a lot of the things that are going to get impacted, obviously, when we start hearing the jets move, there'll be like a little bit of noise pollution, right? But the requirement for them is to fly at certain altitude where it won't impact not even the birds colonies, right? Especially on Rota, with our fruit bats and other the livestock or species that we have, rare species that we have on Rota, and all throughout the islands. So they're not going to do that. And I heard also that people are concerned about the sonars and all that when the submarines are out there or the big ships are out there, and that it's going to impact. So there have been studies being done. There are studies being done, and a whole bunch have already been completed. That is minor. Now, the amount of presence that we're doing here is nothing compared to the amount of presence in other places from being done by other countries, right? And some of them are like so close to our 200 EEZ, right, around us, so close. So, but there's more happening on that side than there are happening on our side.
Man, and it's such a big thing, like, people don't really get to hear about, right?
Yeah,
like most people don't know that that's what's happening right outside of.
Yeah, and they're exercising also, they're exercising. So, and it's international waters. So, and that's exactly the same kind of spot that most of our folks are going to be doing their exercises as well. Right? So it's just a matter of who owns the skies, right? Who commands the skies. So
that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thanks for coming in and talking about this exercise a little bit, and I look forward to having you guys come in a little, more,
sure.
And all that. And just one real quick, what's your favorite weapon you ever fired when you were in the military?
Of course, my rifle, man, that I slept with.
So, but you got to go through like the transition for different weapons, though.
Yes, I did. Yeah. So the smaller ones are the better, but I have to hold them with both hands, right? And I say that because I can still reach out about the same distance, right, and knock them out early. But I can maneuver with them. They're lighter, and I can maneuver faster with them. But if you ask me the most powerful ones I've shot, the Bradley rounds and the toll weapon system, those are very powerful. And I'll tell you, as an infantryman, I learned to appreciate some of those weapon systems that I got the chance to fire. But you give me one piece of weapon system, I'll be comfortable with it right now. Yeah, I don't need to shoot something that I can't see.
That's great.
And the more powerful weapons are that way, right? So just more details. Again, we will have a few aircrafts in Rota, a lot more in Tinian, and a lot more here in Saipan. And then, the folks will be able to be given an opportunity. And I'm looking at the 21st of July. Oh, and by the way, we might also have another flyover on the 25th of July. 21st of July, right? July 21, which also happens to be Guam's Liberation Day. So the same jets that will be do flyovers on Guam will probably come all the way up to the Marianas again and do another flyover like we did on the 4th of July. And just kind of hey, Guam is celebrating, and we want you all also to kind of like feel the warmth of that celebration. So here we are again, and besides, they probably have to land on Tinian anyway and get ready for the next exercises.
That's great. Well, let us know in advance so everyone will know. There was Bruce Camacho. He's like the M2A3 Bradleys. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yep.
Yeah. 11 hotels, right? Or 11 mics now. I don't know what they call them now.
I remember the tow gunners were hotels, right? And then I was never a Mike. I was only 11 Bravo.
Yeah.
So we didn't get a whole lot. Our lift was a deuce and a half. If we ever got one after a thing.
Yeah,
So,
your LPCs, right? Or
yes, leather person. That's it.
Leather
the boots.
person carrier.
Or diesel powered. Diesel take you here, diesel take you there, you know?
Diesel, yeah, that's right. Diesel powered.
All right. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate it. And again, shout out to all the folks that are doing all the hard work in reviewing all those EISs and just making all those great comments, and not just the agency folks that are doing it, the whole community that's putting in the effort for that. I really, really appreciate it. The more information you put in there, the more versed the folks will be in putting that statement together. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And what we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll hit some more local headlines, and we're going to get you the Associated Press latest update. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Hospital officials in Gaza say Israeli airstrikes killed at least 40 Palestinians today. Saka Magane reports the strikes came as President Trump pushes for a deal between Israel and Hamas aimed at ending the war.
President Trump is suggesting a Gaza ceasefire agreement could be days away, or maybe not.
I think we have a chance this week or next week.
But
not definitely. There's nothing definite about war and Gaza.
Administration officials have repeatedly suggested a deal could be reached while Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu is here in Washington and on Capitol Hill.
We have a common strategy.
And Israel has security and other requirements.
President Trump wants a deal, but not at any price. I want a deal, but not at any price.
Netanyahu says he's working with the president to achieve those. Sagar Magani, Washington.
Two U.S. officials tell AP the Trump administration's resumed sending weapons to Ukraine that had been paused last week. They include 150mm munitions and precision-guided rockets. It came after another record overnight barrage. Ukrainian officials say Russia fired more than 700 attack and decoy drones. On trade, Hai Panjwani has the latest tariff announcement.
President Trump has singled out Brazil for import taxes of 50% for the country's treatment of its former president, Jair Bolsonaro. Trump avoided his standard form letter, specifically tying his tariffs to the trial of Bolsonaro, who's charged with trying to overturn his 2022 election loss. Trump has described Bolsonaro as a friend and hosted the former Brazilian president at his Mar-a-Lago resort when both were in power in 2020. During a White House meeting with African leaders, though, Trump talked up trade as a diplomatic tool.
You guys are going to fight, we're not going to trade. And we seem to be quite successful in doing that.
I'm Haya Panjwani.
Trump also sent tariff letters to the leaders of 7 other nations. This is AP News. Gethin Coolbaugh reports robot umpires are set to make their in-season debut on one of baseball's biggest stages.
Major League Baseball plans to use its robot umpire technology for ball strike challenges in Tuesday's All-Star Game at Atlanta, another step toward possible regular season use next season. Teams won 52.2% of their ball strike challenges during the spring training test, with 617 of 1,182 challenges successful in the 288 exhibition games using the automated ball strike system. An animation of the pitch was shown on video boards showing spectators the challenge results. I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
A couple of day games have wrapped up. The White Sox beat the Blue Jays 2-1, while the Brewers topped the Dodgers 3-2. The Orioles and Mets rained out in Baltimore. They'll try to play 2 tomorrow. More news and the latest developments at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thank you for listening.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Half a day, golfers. It's Hanmi's 40th anniversary, and you're invited to the 23rd annual Hanmi Charity Classic Golf Tournament on Saturday, July 26th at Lalaway Golf and Resort, West Course. Cash, cars, and other incredible prizes with our popular blackjack double payorio format. Anyone can win. Only $130 or $110 if you register before July 11th. Awards luncheon and our awesome raffle at the course. And a portion of our proceeds will benefit the good work of the Commonwealth Cancer Association. So register today at Lau, and we'll see you on Saturday, July 26th. From your friends at Hanmi, building a stronger Commonwealth with you since 1985.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. The coffee that wakes you up right away. That little too heavy on the old music thing. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is 9:19 out here on our Thursday morning program. We're going to wrap it up over here. Just was going to see, I had to check some notes and all that other stuff, but right now it's actually leveling off pretty nice. It's 85 degrees outside, humidity 80% and dropping up there at the Saipan International Airport, which means it's going to feel a lot more comfortable outside. We're looking at a great day today. High near 87, and it's going to be nice tonight as well. Low near 77, so hopefully Tadza Aircon means you won't have to spend $1 billion on your utilities. Tomorrow, though, enjoy it while you can because it's going to rain tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny skies, high near 87. So at least it won't be cold, but it's going to be rainy tomorrow. So get ready for it. And it's going to be like that for the next couple of days. No, not the weekend. No, it should be okay. It's still going to rain, though, so that's happening. All right, guys, that's what we got for you today. We're going to wrap it up and get back to it tomorrow. We've got a really cool guest coming in next week. We're going to have a big new song released on the show.
I can't wait for this. A local artist is going to be performing. I don't know if they're going to perform it. They're going to play it for us. Let's just say that. Tomorrow, what else do we got? As a reminder, tomorrow, NM Tech, we're going to be at the groundbreaking in Koblerville. That's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see that. A new facility over there. And we got a cool meeting going on tomorrow after the show. I'm really excited about that new collaboration thing that we're going to do with one of our local businesses here. That should be so much fun. Next week is a busy week for us as well.